Sometimes I really do hate resellers in the reselling community. Hey guys, Holland here from where the helicopter bear meets Papa Bear. It's the helicopter bear, and today we're gonna talk about why I hate some resellers in the reselling community. And I guess hate is it's a very, very strong word. But before I talk about this, if you're new here, I'd like y'all to hit that, hit all the buttons, the like, the subscribe, the bell icon. I am currently giving away these are Air Jordan Retro 5s. All you have to do is hit those buttons. I'm cold, sorry guys. But all you have to do is hit those buttons and get entered in to Windows. But let's talk about this video. And hate is such a strong word. How about like why I strongly sometimes dislike other resellers in the reselling community? And I'm not making this video to be like super like hateful and all the toxicity and all that stuff. It's sort of the opposite. It's more or less like the have you like caught yourself doing any of these types of things? And because sometimes I maybe have caught myself doing these things and I was like, man, that is kind of annoying. So types of resellers that we're gonna talk about that is kind of sort of is annoying to everybody. And I feel like this is the video that in the reselling community a lot of people are in the background talking about, but they never want to say it out loud, so I'm just gonna say it out loud. So number one is the over like offering type of resellers. Those who are like, hey guys, you liked my item, so you know what? I'm gonna come in with an offer. And if you don't say anything, I'm gonna come with another offer and another one. And all these offerings is gonna be within like within a week. You get 5 offers of just an item that you simply liked. That to me is kind of really annoying, not gonna lie. So if you're one of those people, just stop it. Another type that goes along with those is the people who are the resellers who put items into, especially on Poshmark, but put items into your bundle and items that you're not really even interested in, and they're like, hey, here you go, buy this, and you're like, I have not even shown any interest whatsoever. So that's number one type of resellers I strongly dislike. So if you're doing that, guys, just stop it. Number two is what I try to strive not to be. Number two is the hush resellers. That's what I like to call them, or the hush resellers. And it's those resellers who they're not new, they're like more of the veteran type of resellers who think everything is such a secret that they don't want to share their like little secrets. So sometimes you're like, where do you go sourcing? And they're like, oh, I don't want to tell you that. Oh, I don't want this. I don't, the super hush resellers. And I think the reason that annoys me is because as a reselling community, I like to think that it's more it's more like an entire like family type of group. Well, not family, but more like a niche type of audience. And that's how we learn, is by sharing information from each other. If something is working for one person, it's nice if they share that. I mean, that's the whole point about doing YouTubes and stuff like that. But then you have those hush resellers who are like, nope, I don't want to tell my secrets, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. And it's kind of like, well, okay, it's kind of defeats the point of this being a community without sharing on things. And then that kind of leads into number 3. Number 3 is I call it that's cool, but let me one up you. So it's those type of resellers who's kind of like, I see your struggle, but let me show you about like my struggle, instead of being like, hey, let's talk about this. There's a few resellers who, you're like, hey, sales are not doing really, really well for me today. And then they come in and they're like, well, sales haven't been doing good for me for the past like 2 weeks and blah, blah, blah. It's sort of like always like a one-up. You're like, hey, I'm super proud of myself. I made like this sale today. And they're like, oh yeah, well, I made like 2 or 3 sales today. And if you're one of those, please just kind of stop. Don't be that person. Don't be that one-up person. As I said, this is more like this is a community. So like we kind of like uplift each other and stuff. So don't be that person. Please don't. And number 4. Number 4. As I say, wherever there's a will, wherever there's a way, there's gonna be a scammer. And number 4 is going to be those scammer type of resellers. The ones who live in the wild, wild west of reselling, that they're like, it's every man for himself. And if I can, build up trust with these other resellers, I can definitely scam them and then disappear for a few months and then come back and pretend as if nothing ever happened. If you're one of those resellers, just stop it. Stop it. Those to me are the number 1 reason why I hate some resellers. And because the whole concept of scamming other resellers, or the concept of scamming customers, because when people decide to resell, I feel like no one usually goes in and be like, I'm going to quit my job and do reselling full-time off the bat. It's usually like they resell to either substitute like income, or like they're resell to bring forth additional income because of stuff that's happening in their life, or they need to make extra income. So for someone to come in and, I feel like, take advantage of, people just trying to make extra like profit for their family, for their situation, I'm like, you suck as a person if that is you. And if that is you, just turn off my video, please, and just go to another video. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for y'all today. I just wanted to make a video because I started seeing, random things like this going on in the community, and I just wanted to get my thoughts out there. I mean, what do y'all think? Like, what type of like resellers and stuff do y'all, as I say, hate's a strong word, but what type of resellers do y'all dislike because they do this, or that? Guys, if you're new here, probably saw my videos are like this. This was more or less like a rant, but if you're new here, hit that like, subscribe, and hit all the buttons in the box. Type all the things in the box. Till our next video.